Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be reading some stories from Reddit, coming from the subreddit r am I the AH. If you don't know what that means, I would just go look up AITH, but we're not going to say it here. We're just going to say am I the butt for YouTube purposes. So I have a series of a few stories. We're going to read them. We're going to talk about them. Let's go. So the first story reads, AITA for not giving my sister-in-law and her family a luxurious vacation. I travel a lot for work, so I have many hotels and airline points. It's crazy. This summer, I am taking my family to Disney World. We're going to stay at one of the resorts on the property. My sister-in-law and her husband had a hard time during the pandemic, so I decided to do something nice and invite them along. My treat. I said I would pay for their flights, hotels, and park tickets. Everyone was excited until she started talking to my wife. Now, she's upset that we're staying at one of the resorts and they have to stay in Disney Springs. Apparently, I'm being cheap by using points for their hotel instead of just paying for them to stay at the same resort as us. My wife told her sister and brother-in-law to STFU and accept the gift, but they didn't. They told my in-laws that I was making their kids jealous by not letting them enjoy the same stuff as us. To be clear, the hotel I booked for them is very nice. It's just not the Grand Floridian. So I finally talked to them and gave them the choice of accepting my gift or not coming, since I could still cancel their reservations. They started yelling at me for being a butt and taking something away from their children. I had talked to them like adults, but when they started screaming, their kids heard them and found out that they might not be going. Now their kids are pissed at their parents for possibly messing up their vacation, and I look like the bigger butt for making them look bad in front of their kids. AITA. Okay. So first of all, I just want to say this, right? Someone gives you a free trip and instead of being grateful, instead of being thankful, you complain about the hotel you're staying at. I've never been to Disney, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that when you go to Disney, the last thing you're thinking about is sitting in the hotel. For most of the time, you get there, you unpack your bags, and then you're out to the park. God bless this guy who decided to include other people until his family vacation. I bet you he will never do that again. I bet you he won't do that. I need to look up these hotels really quick. Disney Springs. This is the Hilton. Okay, the Hilton isn't that bad. Disney Springs, it has a pool. Okay, I don't see anything bad. Okay, let's look at the Grand Floridian. The Grand Floridian. Okay. I get it. The hotels are very, very different, but kids don't care. I get it. The hotels are different. The Disney Springs hotel, it still has a pool. Like as a kid, I don't know how old the kids is. I really would not mind staying at the Disney Springs hotel, okay? These parents just decided that they're too good to stay there. You know, they can't afford a vacation. COVID hit them hard, but you know what? We deserve to stay at a better hotel than this. Let me just say this. If someone paid for me and my family to go to Disney, flight, hotel, I don't care how you pay for it, you could put me down at the Motel 6 and I promise you would not hear a peep out of me about accommodations, okay? Because Disney is expensive. People plan for years. I want to go to Disney and my kids are 1.5. I want to take them when they're 4. I'm already thinking about it. That's how expensive and how much preparation has to go into a Disney vacation. You're telling me you get a free trip, flights, and you're complaining? Talk about entitlement. And then the worst part is that the kids are now upset because the parents ruined the trip for them. That's the saddest part, because I understand like this guy is like, you know what, I'm canceling it. I don't even, you're ungrateful. And I understand that, kudos to them for not, because I would have did worse. I would have told them about themselves and then I would have canceled the trip, which I assume he probably did. Yeah, I can use my points for something else and you could go stay at home since, this hotel isn't good enough for you. and that could be that. Okay. No, y'all aren't going. Y'all just ruined it. Okay. So in conclusion, this person is clearly not the butthole. That's all I have to say. Next story. Okay. So with this next story, that I guess it's another vacation. So we have a little theme here, a little vacation theme. You know, the summer is coming up. People are heading up and out. So this one reads, AITA for canceling the entire vacation when I found out that my stepdaughters deliberately hid my daughter's passport to get her to stay home. I've been married to my wife Beth for 5 years. I have a bio daughter named Jessica. She's 18. And I also have 2 stepdaughters named Monica and Leah. They're 25 and 28. Both are single moms and live with us currently. There's been issues about my stepdaughters asking my daughter to babysit the kids. Jessica didn't have a problem with it at first since this is what she does to earn money, but since her stepsisters don't pay her much, she just refused to babysit. We worked this out by having my wife take care of paying for the babysitting. I planned a vacation for 3 days and everyone wanted to go. However, both Monica and Leah suggested that Jessica stay home and watch the kids since Beth doesn't want her grandchildren to come. They say it's because the kids are used to Jessica and hiring another babysitter will cause issues. And also that Jessica isn't too fond of our destination, but it was obvious that Jessica wanted to go. They insisted that Beth offered to pay her double, and there was just a lot of back and forth on this until I demanded they stop bringing it up. We were supposed to go last week, but when everyone had bagged their bags and it was time to go, Jessica found out she didn't have her passport on her. We searched her bag, then went home and searched there. Beth and my stepdaughters kept insisting that we go back to the airport or else we miss our flight. They insisted that Jessica stay home with the kids. They even told the new babysitter to go home because she was no longer needed. I refused to go and kept searching for the passport till Monica admitted that she helped Leah hide Jessica's passport to get her to stay home with the kids. I was livid. I tried to get her to tell me where it was, but she said Leah had it. Leah denied, so I threatened to cancel their vacation. That's when they gave it back. I decided to actually cancel their vacation and blew up at both of them and berated them. They stayed upstairs for a while and Beth refused to speak to me and said that I punished my stepdaughters for worrying about their kids wanting to stay with someone they know. I got told I overreacted and ruined the trip for everybody. Editing to mention that kicking my stepdaughters out is impossible since my wife co-owns the house that we currently live in. Okay, so this is a lot, right? Sorry my camera sucks. Like if you want better camera quality, subscribe and, like, and we'll have a better camera very soon. I promise you that. So basically, we have a husband who is taking out his family on vacation. And these 2 grown adult stepdaughters who should be working, should have a job, they're expecting their stepsister to watch these kids because they know her. And to me, it's kind of like, they don't respect this woman, she wants to go on vacation too. Like you're hiding her passport because you want her to watch the kids. They obviously don't like her. Personally, I would say boot the wife and her daughters because clearly they don't respect you or your kid. This is your kid. You want her to come on the vacation more than you probably want your wife's kids to be there. And the fact that this Beth, the wife, she doesn't want her grandkids to come. If anything, you should be trying to figure out some way to coincide with your daughters so that the kids could come, they can still have their time, and then, you can give them the free time. This is not the responsibility of this 18-year-old young lady to be watching these kids and stepkids. I don't know why people with kids feel like whenever they go out somewhere with their kids, they can just let them run free and then everybody else around is responsible for keeping up with these kids. It doesn't work like that. If you go out and you have your kids, it's not a free the people without kids are babysitting. The people that don't have kids because they don't have kids. They don't want to watch your kids. I can promise you that. I've been on both sides. And for me, I bring my kids out. I'm watching them. I don't care. Their grandma, it could be 20 grandparents, 15 aunts, all of the brothers and sisters. That's still my responsibility. I don't know why people just try to brush off their kids to other people. Oh my God. Whenever I have someone watch my kids, I'm just like, please. And if they say no, I just back off. I'm like, okay, whatever. All right, okay. Like, I'm not trying to steal someone's passport and force them to go and take responsibility. It just does not make any sense. The fact that they thought they could hide the passports and just leave her at the house and just take the flight and everything would just go. So that is ridiculous. Like, you have to understand that mindset. These people do not like this girl Jessica. And I think it's more than just they don't want the kids to come. They don't want Jessica to be there. They just want it to be their mom and their stepdad. They clearly don't like Jessica. Jessica dad clearly sticks up for her, and they don't like that. They don't like it. And then it's crazy. They try to make this excuse that Jessica was fond of the destination and she didn't want to go. And I'm sure if you would ask Jessica, she would have been like, who doesn't want to go on vacation? Like, I'm sure the dad paid for it. Who doesn't want to go on a free vacation? Like, this is crazy. This is like ridiculous. 2 stories about people getting free vacations and having them canceled because they're so entitled to think that they deserve something better, or they deserve a better hotel, or this person should watch my kids. I get the babysitter thing, like you want people that you know and trust to watch your kids, but if you can't get that, then you have to take them with you. That's just what it is. There's no getting around that. You have to take the kids with you. There's nothing else you can do. You can't just leave them by themselves. You either have to pay for a babysitter or you take them with you. The person that you want to babysit can't do it. Okay, find somebody else or take them with you, or don't go. I feel like those 2 girls, they should have did a rock, paper, scissors. They should have flipped a coin. They should have did something else. One of y'all 2 are staying back, not Jessica. Y'all need to flip a coin, rock, paper, scissors, pull a string, pull the short stick, something. There needs to be another solution. But now it's to the fact nobody's going now. You just ruined it. Sucks. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And that's pretty much today's lesson. You get something for free, you want to act entitled, you're done. It's over. So yeah. So in conclusion to this story, the dad is definitely not the a-hole. No one is the a-hole today. Good job to people. Your decisions. Don't let these entitled people win. F them. They're the age. And honestly, in the last story, I feel like that mom, the mom, Beth, she was the AH, because why are you just, why are you going along with these kids and trying to push down Jessica to make it so that she can't go on a vacation? And she don't even have kids. Now she got to stay back. Okay, anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if, these people were the AH, how you feel. Do you feel like in the first story, the couple deserve the luxury vacation? Do you feel like they should, you think they were right to ask for a better hotel upgrade? You never know. Do you feel like those 2 girls were right to try to get Jessica off the trip? Let me know. I'm very open to suggestions. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I will be posting more videos like this in the future, and I will see you next time. I was trying to wink.